Hi, everybody. We are going to talk about Module 1 today. So that would be our first week in the class. So if we go into weekly modules, go into week 1, and you will see a few notes, a few special notes about getting ready to use Flipgrid for the first time. So if this is your first time using Flipgrid, don't fret. It's not that bad. It's totally free. You don't really need to do anything special other than talk to your computer or your phone for a few minutes, literally 2 minutes or 2 to 5 minutes. You can talk for as long as you need, up to 5 minutes. If you need to record more than that because you like to talk, you certainly can do that. If you're just struggling to make it to the 2 minutes, do your best. And then by Wednesday, we'll record that first one. And then by Sunday, we'll reply to 2 of our friends. So I'll show you how to do that, as well as how to do our little Blendspace project, which is really easy because it's all about you and what makes you tick as a future educator. So first, we'll check out our Flipgrid. So after you've looked through the notes and the module objectives, Flipgrid 1, the directions are here. So when I click, it'll open up a new window and it'll look like this. And it'll give you kind of the basics of what we're going to do. You are going to basically introduce yourself to all of us. Tell us a little bit about, you, what's your major, anything you'd like to share about yourself so that we know who you are. You might know other people in the class. You might be completely not knowing anybody in the class. And so it's a great way to meet people. Of course, it's not quite the same thing as being there in person, but even if we can just see each other's faces and hear each other's voices, it really does help make a better connection. It's also really good practice for your EDTPA when you student teach. So just keep that in mind. Being on camera might be a little uncomfortable at first, but you'll get used to it, for one. But 2, it's really good practice because this isn't going to be the last time anybody's going to ask you to be on camera. So, if you're going, I don't know about this discussion thing, trust me, it's actually kind of fun. And because you don't have to write anything down, some people do, they read scripts or write down notes for themselves. That's cool. You should definitely do that if you feel like you need to. But some people find it easy to just talk and actually find it less difficult than to try and write out a discussion post. So let's try it and see how it goes. I think you'll find it's kind of fun. I enjoy them and I respond to everybody. So you're always going to see at least one response from me, if nothing else. But you'll probably see responses from your friends too. So our first one is really easy. It's what tech means to you. What does technology in the classroom mean? There's a video to watch, and so maybe that'll change your impression a little bit of what ed tech means. And then, what are some cool things you've seen with technology being done in classrooms? Are there any not so cool things you've done with, that you've seen with teachers in classrooms? It could be from your field experience. It could be from when you were a student, high school, elementary school, middle school, whatever. But just kind of sharing our experiences with that. So when you go to our class Flipgrid, you will always go to the same place, EDCI 323, Sum 19, short. So that's always going to be that same location. And so each of our grids are going to be located there. And they're marked by number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then here's our first one. So there's a video to watch. It's one of those crash courses. So when you open it, it'll start up the crash course video, which is 10 minutes long, talking about ed tech in the within the construct of not just computer science, but just general use of technology in classrooms. It's kind of an interesting video. It's presented well. So hopefully that'll give you some insights, especially if you're really not sure about this whole ed tech thing. And then when you're ready, you're going to hit tap to record. You'll have to log in with something. Your Google account, your PNW account is a Google account, so it's easy to just log in with Google. And if you have other Google accounts, they'll all appear in this list. So, in fact, I'll just use my personal one here. That way I don't have to use my boiler key. And that is just a way for it to certify that you are really a Purdue student and really belong in this class. So otherwise, you just start recording and you press the button, start your recording. It'll count down. And here you are. You're recording, telling the world how awesome you are, and responding to all those questions, what you thought of the video. Like I said, you have up to 5 minutes. And when you're done, you just hit the stop button to stop it again. And then you can hit next. And here you are. You're recording, telling the world how awesome you are, and responding to all those questions, what you thought of the video. Like I said, you have up to 5 minutes. And when you're done, and here you are, you're recording, telling yourself over and over again. So when you're ready, and you can title it, and you can also put in a link as well, if you'd like to. Those are options. And I am using the computer. Your phone view will be slightly different, but it'll be basically the same thing. So then when you're ready, you'd hit the selfie. You can decorate it however you like, and then you can submit it. I won't submit this because it's not a very good example, but you get the idea. You'd submit it, and off it would go. And then you'll see everybody's little pictures coming up in the grid. And so that's what it's all about. So then when you see your friends shooting up down here, you'd click on them. You'd see a little button that you can use to reply to them, and then you can record a reply, for however long you want. So if you have, things you'd like to say to each other, that's how you do it. It is literally that easy. So give it a shot, see how it goes. Let me know if you run into any problems or questions. Now with Blendspace, there's this Blendspace project, also short, also about you. So our Blendspace project is kind of continuing some of our same themes. You'll see the instructions, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what we're going to do. We're going to make a little presentation with this Blendspace product, which is super popular in schools. It's free, of course, and you can talk about yourself. What kinds of things, make you unique? Why do you want to be a teacher? What are your goals? For this class, for your future as a teacher, we're going to watch a short growth mindset video. What does growth mindset mean for you, for your future students? Ed tech, what does that mean for you and your future students? So however you want to interpret those questions. And then you can use this cool thing called Blendspace or TES Teach to make a video or to make a presentation, which can include video, but it doesn't have to. This is not a recording thing if you don't want it to be. I have an example, so I'm using my example. You can learn a little bit about me if you want to. But this is, this is your workspace for Blendspace. And you'd basically just find resources, whatever kinds of resources you want from YouTube, from Google. You can search Google, from your pictures, from wherever you'd like to get stuff from. You can bring stuff in from your Google Drive. You have to link up your account, but you can just search YouTube for videos. You can just search the web for a link. So let's say I want to add a link to PNW. I can just search in this Google one. There it is, PNW. And then here's all my silly little things here. But each one of these boxes, you can add more boxes, and then you just literally drag the items into the boxes. If you don't want to drag an item, add some text and just type. You can literally just type some stuff, or copy and paste if you'd like to copy and paste. Your choice. So whatever you want to type there, you can do that. It's running a little slow because it's getting a little mad at me. I'm recording while I'm trying to do all this stuff at once, but you get the idea. You can even add little quizzes if you want. So your choice, what you like to do. You can, make it simple. You can make it not so simple. Add your own pictures. You can bring stuff in from places like your personal computer gallery, Facebook, whatever you feel like. And when you're ready, you're just going to get the share link. So hit the share button to get this link. So this link is the link that I need. You copy it. And then in Blackboard, in this comments box, you're going to paste. And then you're going to submit it, and it is literally that easy. You don't have to do anything else. There's that submit button. Of course, I'm the instructor, so it won't let me submit it, but you get the idea. Let me know what questions you have, and have some fun with it. Be creative.